Hey, it's JC here, JC's Comics and More, your pop culture superstore. That's 6725 West Central Avenue. That is Toledo, Ohio, 43617-419-531-6097. This is video number 4. This is Monday, the 17th. I've got comics for on sale on the 19th, and also there's comics in here for the 26th as they sent us some comics out early. We are on Instagram at JC's Comics and More, and www.jcscomicsandmore.com. They sent us the comics for next week. There's only 8 titles coming out next week, and they sent us air also. 8 comics coming out next week. Over 100 this week. Why? I cannot understand. The life of me and other retailers cannot either. Why they have such next week being such a dead week. You need to have product coming out next week. DC, the only thing DC has coming out next week is trade paperbacks. This, I believe, is the 1 in 50 variant for Superior Spider-Man. That comes out next week. That'll be available next week. Got some Lady Deaths here. Got a J. Scott Campbell Lady Death, looking all hot as all get out, as she usually is. Let's see if we can pull out a little bit on that. I'm going to pull out on Lady Death. And they did 500. This is 387 and 386. So we're going to set copies of each of those aside. I've got somebody that probably would want each of those. Those are $25 each from Brian Polito's Coffin Comics. And here we have, this is 80. This is number 60 of number 80. I don't know what. Can you see this autograph? I don't know what the hell you call this. What the hell you call this? This is a 3-year-old's scratch. Writing on the walls. That's what that is. It says it's signed by Brian Michael Bendis. I challenge you to tell me where there's a B, where there's an M, where there's any letter whatsoever. Maybe it's this way. Maybe this is the way you're supposed to hold it. Come on, guys. Have an autograph. Have an actual autograph rather than scribblings. You're just scribblings. This is laziness. Laziness. Have you seen Tom King's autograph? Laziness. Absolutely laziness. We do have some other Lady Death. J. Scott Campbell covers there. Again, look at that. Look at all hot. And this is number 458 and 459 of 500. Only 500 copies made of each of those. So I'll make sure that those get aside for those 2 customers as well. If you see Brian Polito's autograph, you can tell there's a P, you can tell there's a B. You can pretty much see Brian's autograph. Campbell, you see this here? I don't know if you can see. You can see it says Campbell. It doesn't say poof. Whatever the hell that's supposed to be, Bendis. Laziness. So we have a couple of other books here. This is Witch Hammer. This is Aftershock. An original. I'm going to have to really pull out for this so you can see this a little bit better. Witch Hammer. This is from Aftershock. And these run $19.99 each. So it's from Aftershock Comics. So we've got those. We've got 2 of those available. And we've got the new issue of Mad Magazine, number 5. This is almost too funny. This is almost too funny to show. This will anger some people. It'll probably make some people laugh. And then there's people that are going to be angry that they're laughing about it. But look at that. Look how funny that is. Ah, that's great stuff there. New issue of Horror Hound. I've got somebody that's been buying this. I haven't seen him in a while. He's got an issue prior to this. I hope he shows up because he's making me eat $7 worth of materials if he does not. Here we have volume number 25 of Eerie from Dark Horse. This is the collections. This reprints issues 120 through 125. So $50 from Eerie Comics, or from Dark Horse, reprinting the old Warren comics. Certainly come by these. See, we do have a new promo poster in here for Doomsday Clock. I don't know if I want to show people this, because they'll freak their minds out. Got Doomsday Clock there. As you can see, you've got an All-Star Comics. And we've been waiting for the Justice Society of America. Who knows, maybe they're finally going to be back in this issue, issue number 10. You see Dr. Manhattan is there. So, we're going to be putting this baby up someplace and getting people all kinds of excited about it. And I think I do have another Aquaman poster here. Aquaman will come out this Friday. Go see Aquaman. Treat yourself. Go see Aquaman. He's not from around here, you know. Go see Aquaman. December 21st. It'll probably get first week's money out of me. It takes a lot for a comic movie to get first week's money out of me. I finally saw Venom last night at a theater that charges $4. It's the last chance you get a chance to see it around here. I didn't mind paying $4. I would not have been happy paying $10, $12, $6 for that. I thought it was a pretty awful film. Here we've got issue number 6 of Infinity Wars. I had a chance to read this earlier. Very disappointed with it. And again, they do have the Stan Lee tributes there on the front. But if you look on the inside, black covers except for the illustration of Stan. That's all you get from Marvel's tribute of Stan. His accomplishments and everything that Marvel owes to Stan Lee. Here's what you get. Blank covers. To me, disrespectful. Disrespectful of Stan Lee. Disrespectful. And here, this comic here, what's this comic called? Oh, it's Face in the Sky. No, it's Code Spots. Hopefully I will sell all my copies on Wednesday, so I don't have any copies left over. I've got Thor number 8. Got a Fantastic Four villains cover. And this one features the Dragon Man. So, they've been doing these Fantastic Four covers with featuring FF villains or the FF villain covers. And pretty cool. I really enjoyed the hell out of all those. I think they pretty much hit everybody. I'd have to stop to think of who they did not do. Actually, there was not a Sandman cover. You had the Wizard. I think you had Paste Pot Pete, but you did not have the Sandman or Medusa, who was part of the Frightful Four, that they were never represented. We've got another X-Men War cover. We've got Batman Volume 8, the Volume 8 trade. Cold Days. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to check my list to see if this is available for sale this Wednesday or on the 26th. The only thing DC has available for sale on the 26th are trade paperbacks. That's it. No comics. No comics whatsoever. We're going to get an overload of comics on January 2nd, but no comics at all from DC. Here we have Mars Attacks, cover 9. Or cover B. I'm going to get that set aside for a customer. He wants all the covers. He's going to be very happy to get all the covers. Damage number 12. Showdown with the Justice League. Superman vs. Doomsday. Round 2. And get the rest of the stuff out of this side here. And we do have a damage there. That is more of a packing damage than a UPS damage. What we have on the other side here, I spy some Darth Vader number 25. That's the last issue of that series, which is very sad to see Darth Vader come to an end. It's probably the best Star Wars series that's been done in years. Here we have Fantastic Four number 5, or issue 650, and this is a Conan versus cover. So Fantastic Four versus Conan. I don't think Conan will last very long. I think Conan's a great character, but I think he would be taken down pretty quickly. But that's for sale on the 26th. It's the wedding of Ben Grimm and Alicia Masters. Here we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Urban Legends number 8. This is cover B. Make sure a copy is set aside for one of my pull customers. He'll be very happy to see that. I see we have a variant cover. This, I think it might be a 1 in 10 variant on X-Force number 1. This is like the 6th cover, so this is some sort of variant. And this will be available on December 26th, the day after Christmas. Got this issue of Go Digger for a pull customer, a long-time Go Digger fan, so he's going to be very happy. Here we have Darth Vader, number 25. And this is where Vader, I think, probably becomes a true Sith Lord. It's been a very, very good series. If, and I say if, Disney ever wants to do a Darth Vader solo movie, do that. Do this series. And you know what? You don't have to change much at all. Please do not change much at all. You know, it's a true... God, this was so good. I enjoyed reading this every month. Or twice a month, sometimes, as it would come out. But so damn good. We have from Dark Horse and Skybound, Hardcore number 1. I'll have to check that out and see how this is. Hopefully it's a decent book. Some of the Image books are very, very hit or miss. Got one more side to go. I see we do have Exiles number 2 in here. Or excuse me, number 11. I only ordered 2 copies, so that's why I said Exiles number 2. Exiles does not sell at all, and I think issue 12 is going to be the last issue of this series. Let me just double check just to make sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure issue 12 is the last issue. So we've only got 2 copies of that ordered, and so both copies are set aside, so you will not find a single copy on the shelves here. For Aftershock, Aftershock does a lot of good comics. This is Garth Ennis, Walk Through Hell. Got to make sure I'm setting 3 copies of that aside for some pull customers, so they'll leave just 2 copies left. We've got Middle West, number 2 from Scotty Young. And we still have copies of issue 1, I believe still at cover price. Jim Henson's Labyrinth, number 9. We've got Edgar Allan Poe's Snifter of Terror. And so take off on Alfred E. Newman. That copy is being set aside for a customer, so there will not be a shelf copy of that. Got Zombie Tramp. Take off on the Arnold Schwarzenegger Conan. There's a scene in there. Got Love Town. Somebody got this ordered special for somebody. He's going to be very, very happy about that. So we've got Batman Knights of Fear, number 5. It's a 6-issue series. Kelly Jones artwork. We've got that right there. And it looks like some of the characters have... they've changed some of these characters around a little bit. I'm not a huge Kelly Jones fan, but I can appreciate the Bernie Wrightson influences that he does have in his artwork. Here we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 89. This is a Kevin Eastman cover. So we make sure that we get a copy of that set aside for one of my pull customers. And here we have X-Force number 1. This is the regular cover, which will again be available on December 26th. What Diamond should have done with these comics that are being released on the 26th, they all should have been in one box. That box should have been labeled not to be on sale until the 26th. And we just had some books kind of avalanche off a little bit, so I'm going to put these back up. Got a lot of pull comics being set aside for people this week. There'll be a lot of happy customers. Hopefully I will see on Wednesday or Thursday, because you can still buy your comics on Thursdays. Make sure the rest of these X-Forces get set aside. And here we have Marvel Knights number 4, Jay Lee cover. This is the 1 in 25 variant. This This will be my last 1 in 25 Marvel Knights J. Lee variant that we'll be getting. Marvel Knights is not selling at all. It's tanking really, really, really badly. So I will no longer be risking my cash on those comics. I'm cutting my orders back. Probably cutting my orders by about 60%. It's tanking that bad because there's just too much of a glut on the market. And I think this might be the last issue of Iceman. That started off as an ongoing series. Oh, it looks like it has one more issue. Started off as ongoing series because Marvel was guilt-tripped into starting it back up, but it's not selling. If you want to go on, there's several sites that will give you circulation numbers. Go on there and you'll just laugh at how poorly that book is selling. Marvel's losing money on it, and they should have just told the people that tried to guilt-trip them that we're not publishing it. Here's I think that's a Simone cover, and I probably want to say that's a 1 in 50, so we'll have one of those available for sale. See, we've got copies of Aquaman 43. It's nice that Aquaman is coming out the same week as the movie, and this is part 1 of the new storyline, so I'm looking forward to reading that. I see we have the Mark Bagley. I knew that I had some more of these. Mark Bagley Conan versus with Amazing Spider-Man on Amazing Spider-Man 12, where he's in the black costume. Spidey better watch it. Conan plays for keeps. And we got the other Zombie Tramp cover with Naughty Bits hanging out there because nobody has ever seen that stuff before. Newest issue of Rumble. We've got one copy ordered for a customer, a poll customer, and that is it. Another copy of Jim Henson's Labyrinth. And we see we have the Batman Trade Europas, and I'll have to make sure that these are allowed to be sold this week, or they might be December 26th items for sale. We're on our last side of comics. So we have the cover A of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, a very Christmassy cover. So make sure that gets set aside for the poll customer who gets all my Turtles covers. And here we have, do we even know what this is? How can I sell this? How can I sell this? That's why I only bought one copy. Hopefully I'll have somebody that wants this. It's the Virgin cover to Outpost Zero. In the future I will probably stop ordering copies like that unless they are pre-ordered. I've eaten more than my fair share of Virgin covers recently, and I'm done eating those copies. Here's the IDW's Marvel Action Avengers. Marvel has licensed out their characters to IDW, and IDW is happy to have them, but they're not going to be happy with the sales on that book, I can tell you that. Cover A on Red Sonja. A new Outcast has come out, finally, after not coming out for forever and ever. Issue number 37. I see we have the connecting cover to Spider-Geddon. This is the last part of that storyline, and I'm looking forward to reading that. I have not had a chance to read that yet. I wanted to read that in between boxes, but did not get a chance to. So hopefully that ends up being a good story. As stated before, I read the X-Men's Extermination. I thought that was really, really, really good. And here we've got some more copies, or we've got regular copies of Thor. I wish that they would change the artist on this book. I think the artwork does not fit the book at all. He's certainly no Walt Simonson, no John Buscema, no Rich Buckler, no Ron Friends, no Jack Kirby. It's just, the artwork does nothing for me. I'm sorry. Star Wars Adventures, number 16. This is cover A on that. So we've got BB-8 taking center stage, it seems. So we've got another True Believers with the first appearance of Blastar. That was from Fantastic Four number 62. And look at that nice red vibrant cover. And of course, who comes to save him? You'll have to read it and see. Livewire number 2 from Valiant. This is cover B. Let's see, we've got, I think this is a 1 in 25 variant on Infinity Wars Fallen Guardian. I was very disappointed with that also. I read that. Very disappointed. Cat fight. This has a black cat on the front. The other one had a white cat on the front. So I'm going to make sure that the copy of that is set aside for my customer whose girlfriend loves that. And I'm sure she's going to love the black cat cover. We've got Mars Attacks cover C. Again, getting my 1 copy set aside for my customer that's going to want all the copies. And we've got Black Panther versus Deadpool number 3. It's got the jack-o'-lantern on the front. And as you can see, Marvel has word balloons on there now because they're following DC suit. DC started putting out the word balloons first, and now Marvel is copying them. Let's see, we do have the cover B of Gideon Falls. I think this has been opted for a movie, somebody was telling me. And I think we might have the final issue of Runaways. Or maybe it's got one more issue of Runaways. But I'll set one of my 3 copies aside for my poll customer. And I see we have another Gideon Falls. This is the cover A. I think the cover C must have been a Hero Initiative cover. And then we got the Alex Ross cover on Captain America. And this is the final comic in the box here. So you have that great Alex Ross cover. Although I wish Alex would actually do comics themselves. Do a comic every once in a while. But that's it for this week's shipment and for next week's shipment. Again, there's comics in there that cannot be sold until the 26th. I certainly hope if you enjoy these videos that you subscribe, and you do subscribe, be sure to smash that bell for notifications. And the other great thing I can say about my shipments these last couple weeks, the damages, the UPS seems to have done a better job getting my boxes to me and stuff not being smashed. So I'm very, very happy to report very minimum damages. Most of the damages were packing damages from Diamond themselves. But other than that, thanks for watching.